Following breaking news at 9, a student killed in an elevator tragedy.
The 18-year-old attended Champion Prep Academy. Atlanta PD says they responded to someone crushed by an elevator. Let's head out to CBS 46's Sierra Cummings. She's live with the breaking details. Sierra.
You know, this is such a horrific story. Within the past hour here, we heard from Champion Prep Academy, and the school confirmed tonight that the family does know. They confirmed his death. He's 18 years old, and we're choosing not to identify him right now because the family is on the way from Missouri to Atlanta to work on preparations. Here's what we know. Atlanta Police Department, they told us that they responded here to 444 student housing to help the fire department with crowd control. They said this happened around 2:45 after reports of someone being trapped and crushed by an elevator inside the student housing complex. Champion Prep Academy have been housing students here for the semester. The entire football team lived here. In fact, the victim was on the elevator today with his teammates when this all happened. They are completely heartbroken. They consider each other's brothers. That's how close they all were. Teammates who actually witnessed all of this, they told us that they are heartbroken about this tragedy. They didn't want to show their face on camera. We did talk to them tonight under the terms of anonymity, and they were very emotional to be able to witness something like this. In their own words, they said they were on the 3rd floor. They were getting ready to take a step off, and at that point, when the victim was trying to take a step off, the elevator fell, taking the student down with him. He was stuck on the ledge, and after a few minutes, they realized he had gone unconscious. Now, the interesting thing about this student housing complex, students have said they have continuously reported some of their concerns with the elevators. Just to name a few, they've had several other housing issues here, and they were trying to get this all resolved, trying to see if their reports had made it to the right people. We're working to confirm a lot more about this investigation, but I want you to be able to hear from the teammates that were with him today. Take a listen.
Elevator stopped on the 3rd floor. He was trying to get out, caught his body in there. He was in there for about a good 2 hours.
Waiting on police response.
Waiting on the police to respond. I ain't even got words for it. I ain't got words.
So seeing him like that hurt me because just before I came here, I had to bury my brother. I seen my brother die. So seeing somebody I get close with, it always hurt.
Just an emotional day really out here. Again, this happened around 2:45. They say around 4 or 5 o'clock the scene was cleared. And from that moment on, the teammates, friends, they were all standing out here crying, just trying to piece together this horrific situation which happened here today. There is a lot more in this investigation that we're working to confirm. We're going to bring you live updates coming up here at 11. Live and
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad. This video you just saw was from a news report that I saw about 2 days ago. It was about a young man, a young student, being killed when he was trying to exit the elevator. And the first thing came to my mind, wow, messed up, but you can't be emotional about these things when you understand judgment, how judgment is played out. And that young man was judged from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But it's also crazy that, as you saw in the interview, that one of the students saying they had been complaining about this elevator for months. And even crazier about it is when Jake was clinging on to his life, it took 2 hours to get him some help. And, and that leads me to another topic. Well, not another topic, but here another thought come to my mind that, it took 2 hours for help to arrive. And the time we coming in, with, Esau trying to push the venom on everybody. And you got, short stuff with cops and EMTs. And, it's about to get real crazy out here. So 2 hour wait time for somebody in dire straits. But in all, that was judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Point blank period. Okay. we're gonna get into that in this video too. How wasn't judgment? It was played out because you know when you die and your spirit leaves your body, it goes back before the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and He gives you your judgment. And your judgment is played out when you're reborn on earth. So how you gonna live and die? So that's why I'm saying it was judgment. Grab a couple of scriptures. It's Job 4, start at verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. And there's nobody dies being innocent. I know you may think, oh, he was an innocent kid. What could he have done? It's a situation where you have a little 6-month-old baby that's laid in a crib in the house, and a stray bullet come through the window, the wall, and kill that little 6-month-old baby. And that's judgment. I know you probably think, oh, wait, what could a 6-month-old baby have done? In this lifetime, he didn't do anything. But in that past lifetime, he did whatever he did for the Most High to judge him the way he judged him, and sent that spirit back as a newborn baby. And the judgment was for him to get killed in his bed by a stray bullet coming through the wall. So that's how judgment plays out on planet Earth. So that's why no one perishes being innocent. They may appear to be innocent, on the surface level, but they're paying for what they did in their past life. I'm going to read that over again. Verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Okay, because you righteous, you ain't going to get judged harshly like that. That's what they're saying, okay? You're not going to get judged, with a gruesome, grueling death like that. But the people you do see die like that, that's judgment. You see somebody in a car accident, the angels orchestrated it for that to happen. And that was your judgment. Okay? It's Zephaniah 3. I'm going to go to verse 5. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Here go the point. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. So you look at your news stations, your newspapers, and you hear about all those gruesome stories, those killings, those murders, someone being shot, stabbed, kids dying in a house fire, plane crash. Matter of fact, I was reading, I saw a video just yesterday, or might have been early today, with the flood down in New Orleans. An elderly man, had 4 feet of flood water. He went out to check his stuff in his shed. I don't know why would you be checking your damn shed. It's a flood like that. You wade through all that nasty ass water, but Jake wanted to go check his I guess his tools in his shed to make sure everything's all right. And he went out, and his wife said she heard some commotion. She came and looked. He was being attacked by a damn alligator. So somehow she used the stickers. I don't know how she did it, but maybe the alligator just let him go, and he, basically ripped the man's arm off. So she sit there, pulled him up the steps a little bit best she could, and she hopped on the boat to go get help and left him sitting up on the steps, and came back, the body was gone. Most likely the alligator came back and pulled him on off and went and had him a little meal. But that was judgment. His judgment was when he was 60, 70 years old, to carry his ass out in that water and get eaten alive by a damn big ass alligator. That's judgment, okay? I'm straight over. The Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. So that's what that means. You're seeing countless ways of people being judged daily. Like I say, every morning he does bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. It's guaranteed judgment will be played out day in and day out on this planet. But the unjust knoweth no shame. So that's what they're saying. You will receive your judgment. You commit iniquity, you're going to receive that judgment. Okay. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 14. We're going to start at verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come. Okay, so when you die, when your spirit leaves your body, that's when you before the Most High, and you're preparing to be judged by the Most High. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. Okay, reincarnation is biblical and it's real. Okay, so like the scripture says, nothing new under the sun. So for after death, when the judgment come, when we shall live again. Okay, you die, you go be judged before the Most High. Then he send your spirit back in your body when it's time to, as a newborn child. Okay, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So if you live a righteous life, it's going to the way you live and die, it will show off in the judgment. If you live, an ungodly, wicked life, it's going to show as well. You will be judged harshly. You will die death by pain, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to read it over. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. Then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So all the ungodly people are going to die horrendous deaths. Okay, death by pain. So get it together, man. You can't be emotional. It's judgment. You got to understand how the Most High works. Okay, this I'm gonna end it on this one. It's Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been, it is which shall be. Okay, and that which is done is that which shall be. Here the point. There is no new thing under the sun, not even people, animals, everything is reincarnated. Even, like, for example, you may have a tree or bush in your yard, like I got. That tree is reincarnated every year. What happens in spring, it blossoms, like, particularly in my front yard. It's a bush in my front yard. Every March, April, it comes to life. It's like the prettiest pink, bright pink color when it's blossoming. Then in the summertime, it turns green. Then what happens in the fall? The leaves fall off and it dies. In the winter, it's completely dead. And what happens again in the spring, March, April, it comes back to life. So there's nothing new under the sun. Everything is reincarnated, including people. And that's how you get your judgment. And mainly that's how Esau gonna get his judgment. I can't do a video without getting on Esau. You Edomites, y'all gonna be reincarnated, born into slavery. Okay, and y'all gonna be judged harshly. Okay? But I'm gonna end on that right there. I pray this lesson find edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.